I've always said that that I would stand by him for the stuff that we published together. And while we've had our differences as people and indeed over the way we did the story, I don't think it's appropriate to be using the Espionage Act, which is basically about spying, to punish acts of journalism. The problem is that usually when states complain about these kinds of journalistic activities, it's embarrassment rather than security. We learnt at the weekend that the British government had lent on the great editor of the Sunday Times, Harold Evans, who was publishing stories about Kim Philby, the double agent. And there was going to be no harm by the publishing of that by the Sunday Times. It was embarrassment. And the British government told Harry Evans a completely full story about the French intelligence services to try and put them off the scent. So the difficulty is when states cite the national interest as a reason to suppress publication, you have to treat that very carefully. Here we have an Australian journalist being prosecuted in the United Kingdom over the secrecy laws of the United States. Well, suppose an Australian journalist wanted to write about, I don't know, the Israeli nuclear weapons program or the Pakistani nuclear weapons program, and a country were to use this precedent or attempted precedent to try and get somebody back into jail in Pakistan or Israel for breaking local secrecy laws. I think anyone can see that's the thin end of a very dangerous wedge. So although the judgment wasn't very sympathetic to Julian Assange, I'm very glad that in the end, the judge ruled that he shouldn't be extradited to the United States.